Live and on demand from the WNY News Now studios in downtown Jamestown. This is WNY News Now.
And thanks for joining us for WNY News Now on this Monday. I'm Justin Gould.
And I'm Matt Hummel. Happening now. State police say a Salamanca man drove 3 times more than the legal limit. Details coming up.
Plus, 3 people are facing charges following a probation visit here in Jamestown. But first, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter, he's standing by with a live look at our weather. Hey, Dakota.
Hey, Justin and Matt, and happy Monday, everybody. We made it through another weekend. We'll give you a live look from the Warren Sky Vision camera here. That's on top of the City Bank. Traffic flowing A-OK over the Hickory Street Bridge, but you can see the clouds overhead, and that's really going to be the story today, pretty much in between the rain. This is what's left of the rain that's moving out of Cattaraugus County going into Allegheny County. This is pretty much what's left of the rain that we had, of course, late last night and then, of course, early this morning. But the cloud cover is really socked in, and that's really going to be the story throughout the day. I don't think we'll see much sunshine, though, in pretty much today. And the chances of rain are going up as the humidity ticks up. Of course, humidity and rainfall is correspondent with one another. So as the humidity ticks up, the rainfall chances will ultimately go up as well. Hour by hour through the day, this is computer model output, which is kind of suggesting upper 60s to lower 70s. Not sure if I'm buying that. I think we may be held down to the lower to mid 60s today because of the cloud cover, but chance of rain early, clears out for the afternoon. But big changes are in store with that 7-day. We'll talk about it later in the show. Justin and Matt.
All right, Dakota, looking forward to it. Thank you. Our top story, a Salamanca man is facing charges for driving while intoxicated after New York State police say he drove 3 times the legal limit on Saturday. Troopers arrested 21-year-old Colster Olshield and charged him with driving while intoxicated and unlicensed operation of a motor vehicle. Troopers responded to a complaint of a possible intoxicated driver on East Otto Springville Road in the town of East Otto. Troopers determined that Olshield had been operating his vehicle while in an intoxicated condition. He failed several field sobriety tests at the scene. According to police, he was arrested and transported to the State Police Barracks in Machias, where he blew a chemical breath test of .24. Olshield was released with appearance tickets. He's scheduled to appear in the town of Ashfield Court at a later date.
2 Jamestown residents and a Salamanca resident face multiple drug-related charges after Jamestown police assisted Chautauqua County probation with a home visit last week. Police say they assisted probation with a visit to 501 Lakeview Avenue, Apartment 1 on Thursday evening. Police add that they found methamphetamine and open view in the home. A further investigation, according to police, led to the discovery of more than 32 grams of meth, Suboxone strips packaged for sale, marijuana, 3 digital scales, and narcotic packaging materials. 33-year-old Akia Crow of Salamanca, 32-year-old Nicole Figueroa of Jamestown, and 24-year-old Jeremy Fish Jr. of Jamestown all face drug-related charges. All 3 were taken to Jamestown City Jail to await arraignment.
And Chautauqua County District Attorney Patrick Swanson was among 50-plus DAs and assistant DAs who attended a day-long event sponsored by the District Attorneys Association of New York State to help small and mid-sized counties with their implementation of new discovery requirements that begin in January. Now, if you remember, laws were passed as part of the state budget agreement and will require prosecutors to disclose all discovery within their possession within 15 days of arraignment. The new law will also significantly increase the number of cases where full discovery will be required. Swanson says the issues from new legislation are understood statewide. He adds that most of upstate New York was represented and that he'll continue to fight for the necessary necessary things to prosecute effectively here in Chautauqua County. Now, in the upcoming months, members of the association will continue to plan for how to comply with new state laws, as well as continue dialogue with law enforcement partners on the best ways to carry out new laws.
Democratic candidates from around the region will be sweeping through Chautauqua County to boost their support in the upcoming election. According to a post on Tracy Metrano's campaign site, several candidates will visit the county on Saturday, October 19th. Metrano is running against Republican incumbent Congressman Tom Reed after being defeated by him in the last election. Candidates joining the campaign sweep include Eddie Sundquist for Jamestown Mayor, Willie Rosas for Dunkirk Mayor, Anastasia Landis for Fredonia mayor, and Austin Morgan for New York State Senate, plus all Democrats running for local offices. The Metrano campaign is hiring a bus to leave early from Ithaca with a stop in Corning to spend the day canvassing in Jamestown, Dunkirk, and Fredonia, and the day will wrap up with a dinner provided for all local and non-local volunteers before the bus heads back east. Details are still being worked out, including exact timing, but interested parties are asked to RSVP now via Facebook.
Well, good Monday to all of you. Thanks so much for joining us here on WNY News Now. A little bit later than we normally are on here at 12:30. So hopefully you are having a good day. Hello to Pam, Tiffany, good to see you. Thanks so much for tuning in here. Laura commenting in, she says, good afternoon, everyone. Thanks so much for being here. And Heidi as well, good afternoon to you. Yeah, certainly it's that time of year again, Matt, where we see a lot of people getting involved in politics, and Democratic campaign no different than anybody else out there trying to get your vote. And certainly I think we've seen a lot, especially with this Jamestown mayoral race where you have 3 different parties vying for 1 seat. I think it will make for an interesting election and an interesting and healthy exchange of ideas, too.
Oh, I love my election season.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of my favorite times is just election night. I'm excited for it. I don't know about you, Justin.
I am. I'm very excited. It will be really cool to kind of see where things go as well. And of course, we are your election headquarters. We'll be here coming up in a couple of weeks with Jamestown mayoral debate. More details will be announced soon here on our platform. And then, in about a month's time or so, election night will be upon us.
Yes,
and
sir.
We'll have coverage for, it feels like 24 hours, but it's really only 6. Who's counting? Coming up, Chautauqua County was recently awarded a $50,000 grant to help protect farmland here. Details coming up.
But first, Assemblyman Andy Goodell introduces voter fraud legislation. Dakota.
And the high yesterday was 66. We bottomed out at 55 degrees this morning. That's not too far off from where we should be for this time of the year. But look at that record high for today. We have a good shot of breaking the record high for tomorrow. We'll talk about it next as WNY News Now continues in a minute, so don't go away.
Live and on demand, you're watching WNY News Now.
I've walked my talk. I've brought officials to meet the community. It should be a government by the people, for the people. I've stood alone to represent the citizens of the city for transparency, accountability, and fiscal responsibility. My values haven't changed. I stand for you. Vote November 5th. Liuzzo for mayor.
Now open in downtown Jamestown, Pearl City Hops, restaurant and tavern.
I have some real old-timey dishes on there that I'm just giving new life to. Like there's a shepherd's pie on there that's going to have some bison in it, real thick hearty gravy. Then I'm also doing beer flights. We're pairing it with a set of sliders, a set of tacos, and a set of mini rolls. So everything's going to have its own pair, so you can get a taste of a little bit of everything and all the beers. We don't want to be known as the restaurant in the hotel. We want to be known as Pearl City Hops.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
Want weather now? Download the WNY News Now mobile app and stay up to date on severe weather alerts. Plus, anytime hazardous weather strikes, stick with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network that keeps you safe. You're all in a tornado warning, so now is the time to go to a safe place, small room, lowest floor, near the center, away from windows. What are you waiting for? Download the WNY News Now mobile app today. It's free in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
Happening now, Assemblyman Andy Goodell has introduced legislation that would require new voter registrants to provide documentation of lawful New York citizenship. Goodell says the Voter Registration Integrity Act will help ensure that only lawful citizens can register to vote here in New York State. The law would require all new voter registrations to provide evidence of citizenship, such as a U.S. birth certificate, U.S. passport, certificate of naturalization, or similar documentation. Goodell says voter registration integrity is extremely important and that the potential ramifications of allowing illegal immigrants to vote are immense and could have far-reaching implications on national defense, welfare policy, free college tuition, and many other programs funded by law for residents. The Assemblyman is looking to receive bipartisan support for the measure.
Well, Chautauqua County was recently awarded a $50,000 grant to help protect farmland. The Chautauqua County Division of Planning and Community Development says the Farmland Protection Plan will ensure that agriculture continues as an economic force and that farming remains a viable profession here in the county. The group plans to formulate key strategies and actions that will focus on agriculture issues and the preservation of agricultural resources. The planning process will also provide an opportunity for agriculture stakeholders to come together and discuss agricultural issues and formulate a unified vision for the future of farming here in Chautauqua County. The Chautauqua Regional Community Foundation is providing an additional $30,000 in funding for the initiative. Now, since the adoption of the original Farmland Protection Plan in 2000, agricultural communities have been faced with new opportunities and challenges. Officials are also trying to take input from farmers and other agricultural stakeholders as well.
Well, CVS Pharmacy is pulling a heartburn drug off the shelves over cancer concerns. The pharmacy chain says it has stopped selling Zantac and its own generic version of the medication. The move comes after the U.S. Food and Drug Administration said the acid-reducing medicines with ranitidine contain low levels of an impurity that could cause cancer. Despite CVS's decision to stop selling the medicine, Zantac and its generic counterpart have not been recalled, but CVS says customers who have already bought the products can return them for a refund.
Well, scientists here in New York are trying to figure out if cannabis can help children with autism. Researchers at the Monfort Medical Center believe a non-psychoactive cannabis extract could possibly help with autism symptoms. Now, scientists are encouraged by the success of compounds has had in reducing epileptic seizures. Researchers are currently conducting clinical trials on 100 youth patients lasting 12 weeks of treatment through June 2021. Now, it's estimated the study results will be finalized sometime in September of 2021. The U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration considers cannabis to be a Schedule I drug with no currently accepted medical use. So certainly very interesting. Certain states have come out, including New York, saying, nope, yep, we're going to allow medical marijuana to those who have state-issued medical marijuana cards. So it will be interesting to see kind of where this study goes. And, I know a lot of people were very concerned with the fact that because the DEA says no, this is still a drug and it's still at this level, they were concerned that maybe they couldn't achieve research like this. But I know that the state allows that in certain capacities. So states like New York, California, Colorado, you have these medical companies saying, I'm going to set up shop here if I'm not already to do that.
And the thing is, Justin, it's going to take a while because even if the results come back in September 2021, then you have to have all this legislation passed at the federal level. I mean, it could be 2030 or beyond.
Right, and I think a lot of people, too, they see the results of the study, then they'll study the study.
Yes.
And, I know for a lot of families, they want results now, rightfully so. So we'll see where this takes us. Hello to Christine. Hopefully you're doing well. Good afternoon to you. Thanks so much for tuning in here on WNY News Now. Justin Gould and Matt Hummel hanging out with you on this Monday. And, boy, Matt, it's pretty dreary outside. If we take a look here at the HD News Now cam. I know. I woke up and I'm like, can I just go back to bed? But nevertheless,
you know what that means.
We can't do that.
I'm not looking forward to Dakota's forecast.
No.
I love Dakota, but I mean, that doesn't look good.
I still think this week. I know I don't want to give anything away, but I know we're gonna have some rain. But I know somewhere in there we'll get some sunshine.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Somewhere over the rainbow. Hopefully, coming up, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter. He's here. He'll tell us if there is any sunshine coming up.
And later, a best-selling mystery author who featured Chautauqua County in her latest book. She'll be at an event here in Lakewood. Details on that as News Now continues.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Not tomorrow, but right now on the WNY News Now mobile app. Follow local news as it happens.
Top story, a Forestville man's weather video has gone viral.
And stay informed with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network.
Our Matt Hummel is standing by live outside of Chautauqua County Court with more on this case. Matt, good afternoon to you.
Download the WNY News Now app right now. It's free on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
And welcome back. And I do have to say that, those studies are very interesting to look at. All right, let's take a look at the sunset times over the next 7 days. And this is where we're going to be today, 7:01. That's the sunset time tonight. But already tomorrow, we're already into the 6 o'clock hour for sunset times. And this will continue all the way through the fall and then all the way into the winter. It's not until the winter solstice when we actually gain daylight once again. So here's what's coming up. A murky Monday on tap today. What you see outside is exactly what you get. So not a lot of sunshine out there today. Possible record breaker on Tuesday with a warm front that's going to push our way. Temperatures fall down a cliff late in the week, so it's again up, down kinds of temperatures. And we may see our first frost this weekend. It's not a guarantee, but there are signs that we could see our first frost this weekend. We're actually behind on our first frost by about a week and a half out there. So First Defense Doppler radar, here's what's going on. Just a few of these little scattered showers that have exited out of Cat County now that are pretty much out to the east in Allegheny County. Bolivar out to the east getting wet south of Westville. But so far, a lot of this has been out to the east so far after it all cleared out of here. Satellite radar composite, this is why we have the rain. There's this little boundary that's just set up across western New York. That's flaring the rain. This is coming our way tomorrow, the warm front. As the warm front comes our way, you know what that does to the temperatures? It spikes it up. Here's future scan through the day. This particular model, I don't think does a good job showing some of the scattered showers this afternoon, but there will be some. Tonight, mainly dry. As we go into tomorrow, the day starts dry, but it's in the afternoon. We see a few of these little spotty showers and thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon. The humidity way up there, so that's really going to help fuel the rain activity. The more widespread rain comes later in the afternoon on Tuesday going into Wednesday. That'll be our best chance for more widespread rain. Talking about the temperatures, here is the future temperatures where we're going. This is through the afternoon, upper 60s, maybe a few 70s, definitely possible. Tonight, most of us are going to bottom out lower to mid 60s, maybe right near the Lake Erie shoreline, lower 70s there. But watch as we go throughout the day. The record high for the city of Jamestown is 81. This is the computer forecasted high of 84. Look at Erie, a pair of 8s over there. So again, these are the forecasted high temperatures for tomorrow. This is going to be about 20 degrees, almost about 15 to 20 degrees above average for where we should be for this time of the year. But if you like the fall, early signs are showing that as we go throughout probably about the middle part of the month, we start to warm up once again. So not a good idea. So not a good thing if you like fall. And it looks like we'll see above average rainfall as well. It will be kind of wet going into the second half of October. All right, weather where you are, zone forecast here, Lake Erie shoreline here, maybe 76 around Erie, a few spot showers, otherwise mostly cloudy with a southeast wind. Eastward we go into the inland areas here. I think most areas here, maybe upper 60s, there'll be more cloud cover here. So again, I think most everybody should be to the upper 60s and the humidity is up there as well. Next 7 days of your life coming up. 83 tomorrow. That's the average forecasted high. That should break our record of 81 set back in 1988. 73 on Wednesday. Few leftover showers there. We cool it down. First frost likely, if this verifies, by Saturday morning with that low of 35. And then temperatures remain cool as we go into the weekend. Sports is next. Don't go away.
You're watching WNY News Now. your source for breaking news. WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at phonezoneshop.com.
Happy Manic Monday, sports fans, and welcome back to WNY News Now. I'm Norm Rodriguez with a look at sports. The Jamestown Rebels completed their 3-game series against the Northeast Generals on Sunday, going 1-2 in the series. Jamestown took Game 1 on Friday 3-1, lost the second one on Saturday 4-1, as well as the final game of the series on Sunday 6-2. With the series complete, the Rebels are off to a 1-3 start in the 2019-2020 season. The Rebels' next series will start on Friday as they will host a 2-game series against the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Knights. The Buffalo Bills lost their first game of the 2019 season on Sunday, falling 16-10 versus the New England Patriots. Buffalo committed 4 turnovers and were penalized 8 times. Josh Allen threw for 153 yards and 3 interceptions. Allen also rushed for a touchdown before exiting in the fourth quarter after entering concussion protocol. Frank Gore's 106 rush yards put him over 15,000 rush yards for his career, only the 4th running back to ever hit that feat. Pats QB Tom Brady was held to 150 yards passing and a pick, failing to throw a touchdown pass. Buffalo will be back in action next Sunday at 1 o'clock on CBS as they will be on the road against the Tennessee Titans. Sticking with the NFL, tonight with an 8:15 kickoff, the Pittsburgh Steelers will be hosting the Cincinnati Bengals for Monday Night Football. Pittsburgh is off to an 0-3 start, losing their last game 24-20 last Sunday against the San Francisco 49ers. Cincy, like Pittsburgh, is winless at 0-3, losing to the Buffalo Bills, ironically, 21-17 in their last game. Tonight's game will be televised on ESPN. That's it for sports today. Justin and Matt, back to you.
All right, Norm, thank you very much. The Lakewood Memorial Library and Off the Beaten Path Bookstore will be hosting a question and answer session next week with a best-selling mystery author who features Chautauqua County in her latest book. On Tuesday, October 8th at 5:30, Lisa Marie Redmond will visit the Lakewood Memorial Library for the question and answer session, followed by a book signing. Now, Redmond is promoting the 3rd book in her cold case detective series, A Means to an End. The first 2 books in this series, A Cold Day in Hell and the murder book, are top 2 sellers at the Off the Beaten Path bookstore, according to that store's owner. Now, while the first 2 books in the series are set in Buffalo, A Means to an End has a number of series set in and around Chautauqua County. A fictional Chautauqua County Sheriff's Officer is one of the main characters in the novel. Redmond is a recently retired Buffalo police detective and cold case homicide detective. She lives and writes in Buffalo with her husband and 2 kids. A copy of her book can be purchased at Off the Beaten Path Bookstore and will be available for purchase during the event at the Lakewood Memorial Library. So that's a pretty cool event there, Matt, where they have her coming down and talking about her books. And I think to have that angle with Chautauqua County, that's pretty cool.
I might have to get a copy of that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Matt is everything and anything about crime, and obviously fiction is her masterpiece here. But pretty cool. It'd be cool to see if somebody locally, maybe retired sheriffs or something, would write a nonfiction memoir. I don't know how much they can, because I know some of the cases they're still ongoing. They really can't talk about too much. But you did a really great job. You and I both collaborated on it in 2017 with the cold cases, the missing women. And since then, I mean, there's been developments in cases like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
It's pretty cool to see kind of where things are and how they develop. And it'll be nice to maybe hear a little bit from her and kind of her expertise as a detective, playing off down here in the southern tier.
Absolutely. So.
Well, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter, he's here now, and he's final look at our weather. And Dakota, today's kind of just a sad, gloomy day out there.
Yeah,
I want to go back under the covers.
Well, I mean, if it'll make you happy, I'll write a book when I retire.
There you go.
61 to 73 as the kids come home today. Mostly cloudy. Expect more clouds and sunshine. 57 to 65 as you send them off tomorrow morning. Now, take a look at this 7-day. Record high for tomorrow is 81, set back in 1988. We're forecasting a high at 83. We should tie or either break the record for tomorrow. And then fall returns as we go into the later part of the week. And first frost likely Saturday morning. We'll have to keep our eyes on that.
All right, certainly will. Dakota, thank you very much. Love your color today, by the way. Is that a new shirt?
No, I've actually wore this shirt before.
Oh,
so.
I've seen it, and I like it.
I like it.
And I like the tie, and I like the suit, but I don't like the dreariness outside, so thanks for coming.
Oh, you just love me. I'm just...
I do. I mean, what do you want?
I mean, I'm just a lovable sack of fat.
You are.
What do you want?
Hey, whoa.
That's not
true.
WNY News Now approved for broadcast.
So there you go. You may see me tomorrow, I don't know.
This
place will be a garage tomorrow, as you know.
Garage.
Right.
Oh, God.
Little do we know. Hey, that's it for us today. News continues 24/7 at WNYNewsNow.com. When you're on the go, stay in the know. Download our mobile app. It's free on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. We'll see you tomorrow.